What is the most effective way to care for the longest and most luxurious fur in the feline world, without causing your cat to feel stressed or uncomfortable during the process? How can you prevent those tiny knots from turning into painful mats that pull on your cat's delicate skin and require a trip to the professional groomer? Hi, welcome back to Paw and Order. My name is Carl, and I am gonna guide you the complete lesson to brushing a Persian cat, using very simple steps so you can master this skill. Persian cats are famous for their stunning beauty, but their coat is very high maintenance because it is extremely long and very fine like silk. If you do not brush them every day, their fur will quickly become a tangled mess that is impossible for the cat to clean by themselves. I am going to show you how to turn this daily chore into a beautiful bonding time that your cat will actually look forward to every morning. The very first thing you need to understand is that a Persian cat has a double coat consisting of a very thick undercoat and a long topcoat that can grow several inches long. Because the hair is so fine, it acts like a magnet for dust and loose fur, which causes the strands to wrap around each other and form knots very quickly. You cannot treat a Persian cat like a regular short-haired cat, because their grooming needs are much more like a full-time job that requires dedication and the right attitude. If you skip even 2 or 3 days of brushing, you will notice that the fur starts to lose its shine, and the cat might start to get grumpy because their skin feels tight. Brushing is the most important way to show your Persian cat that you love them, because it keeps them healthy and prevents them from swallowing too much hair while they lick themselves. When a cat swallows long hair, it can lead to dangerous hairballs in their stomach, which can make them very sick and require a visit to the veterinarian. By following my simple steps, you will be able to keep your cat's coat flowing like a cloud, and their body feeling light and happy. Before you start the grooming process, you must gather a specific set of tools that are designed for long-haired cats because a regular human brush will not work. You will need a high-quality stainless steel comb with both wide and narrow teeth, which is the most important tool in your entire kit for finding hidden knots. You also need a soft slicker brush to smooth out the top layer of fur, and a specialized dematting tool for those stubborn tangles that are close to the skin. It is also very helpful to have some cat-safe grooming powder or cornstarch, because this helps to dry out any greasy spots and makes the hair much easier to separate. I also recommend having a small pair of safety scissors, with rounded tips just in case you find a knot that is too tight to comb out safely. Always keep a bag of very tasty treats nearby, because we want the cat to associate the sight of the grooming tools with a delicious reward. When you have everything ready in one place, you can stay calm and focused, which helps your Persian cat feel much more relaxed during the session. To begin the session, you should find a comfortable spot where your cat feels safe, such as on a high table with a non-slip mat or on your lap while you sit on the sofa. Start by petting your cat with your hands for a few minutes to help them settle down and to feel for any large mats that might be hiding under their arms or behind their ears. Use a very soft and gentle voice to talk to your cat in simple English, using words like, "good cat," and "stay calm," to keep the energy peaceful. If the cat is feeling very playful or energetic, it might be better to wait until they are a little bit sleepy, so they do not try to bite the brush. Once the cat is relaxed, you can start by using the wide tooth side of your metal comb to gently explore the fur on their back and shoulders. You should always comb in the direction that the hair grows and never pull or tug hard if the comb gets stuck on a small tangle. Think of this first step as a gentle investigation of the coat to see where the trouble spots might be hiding today. When you find a small knot or a tangle, you should never try to pull it out with the comb, because this will hurt the cat and make them hate being groomed. Instead, you should use your fingers to gently tease the hair apart as much as possible, before using the narrow tooth side of the comb to work through it slowly. Start at the very end of the hair, and work your way down toward the skin in small steps, rather than trying to pull the comb through the whole length at once. If the knot is very stubborn, you can apply a tiny bit of grooming powder to the area, which helps the hairs slide past each other more easily. If the knot is still there, you can use your safety scissors to carefully cut into the knot, rather than cutting the whole thing off, which helps preserve the beauty of the coat. Persian cats have very thin skin, so you must be extremely careful never to pull the skin up into the scissors while you are working. Taking your time with each small tangle is the secret to a professional-looking result, and a very happy and comfortable feline companion. The chest and the area under the chin are very common places for mats to form, because these areas get damp when the cat drinks water or eats their food. You should gently lift the cat's chin, and use your small comb to straighten the fur in this area every single day, to prevent the hair from sticking together. Many Persian cats actually enjoy having their chin combed, because it feels like a nice scratch, and it helps to remove any food particles that might be trapped in their long mane. You can use a damp cloth to wipe the area first, if it looks a bit dirty, and then follow up with the brush once the hair is dry. Making sure the ruff around their neck is clean and fluffy is what gives the Persian cat their iconic and majestic look that everyone loves. If you notice any redness or irritation on the skin in this area, you should be very gentle and perhaps use a little bit of cat-safe soothing balm. A clean chest means the cat can move their head and neck freely, without any fur pulling on their sensitive skin. Brushing the belly and the armpits of a Persian cat is often the most difficult part of the job, because most cats are very protective of their stomach area. To do this safely, you can try to encourage your cat to stand up on their hind legs for a treat, or gently roll them onto their side while you give them a chin rub. Use the soft slicker brush for the belly, because it covers more area and feels like a gentle massage, which might help the cat stay still for longer. This is the place where the largest and most painful mats usually grow, because the legs rub against the body as the cat walks around. You must be very thorough in checking the area between the back legs as well, because this is a very sensitive spot that gets dirty easily. If your cat starts to get frustrated or tries to walk away, you should let them go and try to finish the belly later in the day. It is much better to do several short sessions than one long session that makes the cat feel scared or angry with you. The legs and the paws of a Persian cat are also covered in very long fur that needs to be combed out to prevent the hair from getting caught in their claws. You should gently hold each leg and use the narrow comb to make sure the fur on the trousers or the back of the legs is smooth and free of any debris. Sometimes bits of cat litter or small pieces of dust can get trapped in the leg fur, and if they are not removed, they will quickly turn into a hard knot. Be very careful around the joints and the toes, because these areas are very bony, and the cat might find the hard comb a little bit uncomfortable. You can use your thumb to push the fur up, so you can see the skin and make sure everything is clean and healthy. Persian cats often have very large and fluffy paws, so keeping the hair between the pads trimmed can also help them stay clean, and prevent them from slipping on smooth floors. A well-groomed pair of legs makes the cat look very tidy, and helps them move with the grace of a true royal hunter. The tail of a Persian cat is like a beautiful feather duster, and it requires a very delicate touch to keep it looking full and magnificent without breaking the hair. You should never hold the tail tightly, because it is an extension of the cat's spine, and they are very sensitive about how it is handled. Use the wide-toothed comb to gently brush from the base of the tail, near the back all the way to the tip in one slow and smooth motion. If the tail looks a bit greasy near the base, this might be a sign of stud tail, and you can use a little bit of cornstarch to absorb the excess oil. A Persian's tail should be fluffy and light, so you want to avoid using heavy products that might weigh the hair down, or make it look clumped together. When the tail is brushed properly, it will flow behind the cat like a beautiful silk ribbon, as they walk through your home. This is often the part of the cat that people admire the most, so taking extra care with the tail will really make your pet stand out. Persian cats are also famous for their flat faces and large eyes, which often produce tears that can stain the fur and cause skin problems if they are not cleaned. While you are doing your daily brushing, you should take a warm damp cloth or a special eye wipe and gently clean the area under the eyes. If the tears are left to dry, they will form hard crusts that stick to the long fur and make it very difficult to comb the face without hurting the cat. After wiping the area, you can use a very small fine-tooth comb to gently straighten the fur around the nose and the eyes. Be very careful not to get any hair or cleaning solution inside the eyes, because Persian eyes are very sensitive and can get infected easily. Keeping the face clean not only makes the cat look much prettier, but it also prevents bad smells and skin infections that can be very painful. A clean face allows your cat to see clearly and feel comfortable while they are resting or playing with their favorite toys. Daily grooming is not just about the hair, but it is also the perfect time to check your cat's overall health by looking at their skin, ears, and weight. As you move the brush over their body, you should feel for any unusual lumps or bumps that might need to be checked by a doctor. Part the long fur with your fingers to look at the skin, which should be a healthy pink color, without any red spots or black flakes which could be fleas. Look inside the ears to make sure they are clean and pink, and check the teeth to see if the gums look healthy and not too red. Because Persian cats have so much fur, it is very easy to miss if they are losing weight or gaining too much weight, so feeling their body every day is very important. You are the person who knows your cat best, so you are the most likely person to notice a small change before it becomes a big problem. This daily health check is a wonderful way to ensure your cat lives a long and very healthy life by your side. One secret to keeping a Persian cat's coat perfect is to use a high-quality grooming spray that helps to detangle the hair and reduce static electricity. Static can make the fine hair stand up and fly around, which makes it much more likely to tangle and form those annoying little knots. Spray a small amount of the liquid onto your brush or comb, rather than directly onto the cat, so the sound of the spray doesn't scare them. This light moisture helps the tools glide through the long coat, and leaves a very pleasant and fresh scent on the cat's fur. You will find that using a spray makes the whole process much faster and easier for both you and your cat, because the hair stays organized. It also adds a beautiful shine to the coat that makes the colors look more vibrant, whether your cat is white, black, or a beautiful orange color. Just make sure the spray is specifically made for cats, because human hair products can contain chemicals that are very dangerous if the cat licks them off. Seasonal changes also affect how much you need to brush your Persian cat, because they will shed their thick undercoat twice a year, during the spring and the fall. During these shedding seasons, you might need to brush your cat twice a day to keep up with the massive amount of loose fur that is coming out. If you do not remove this dead hair, it will get trapped in the coat and create huge mats that might require the cat to be shaved by a professional. You will notice that your house stays much cleaner if you spend that extra time brushing the cat, instead of cleaning the fur off your furniture and clothes. It is also a good idea to give your cat a little bit of hairball remedy during the shedding season to help them pass any fur they might have swallowed. Being aware of the seasons helps you stay ahead of the grooming game, and keeps your cat feeling cool and comfortable in the summer, and warm in the winter. Your dedication during these busy times will pay off in a beautiful cat, and a much cleaner living environment for your whole family. If you have a Persian kitten, you should start the brushing routine on their very first day at home, even if their fur is still short and doesn't have any knots yet. This teaches the kitten that being touched and brushed is a normal and very positive part of their daily life, rather than something to be afraid of. Use a very soft baby brush in the beginning, and give them a tiny treat after every few strokes, so they learn that grooming leads to good things. By the time they grow their full adult coat, they will be an expert at sitting still, and will actually enjoy the attention they get during their beauty sessions. It is much harder to train an adult cat to accept brushing if they have never done it before, so starting early is the best gift you can give them. A well-trained cat makes the job of grooming a total joy and a very peaceful way to spend your time together every morning. You are building a foundation of trust that will last for 15 or 20 years, which is the typical lifespan of a well-cared-for Persian cat. Thank you so much for joining me today at Paw and Order, and I hope you feel ready to take on the challenge of grooming your beautiful Persian cat with confidence. Remember to keep your steps simple, keep your tools clean, and always keep your heart full of patience and love for your feline friend. Brushing a Persian cat is an act of service that keeps them healthy and happy, and it creates a bond that is truly special and unique to this breed. I am Carl, and I am so proud of you for learning these important skills in simple way, so you can provide the very best care for your pet. Take it one day at a time and do not get frustrated if you find a knot, because every problem has a solution, if you stay calm. I look forward to seeing you in our next lesson, where we will explore even more secrets of the pet world together. Happy grooming, and may your Persian cat always look as beautiful as a royal princess in a fairy tale.